FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, no it. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, Fiji water on the chain. Get no love where I'm from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Carr now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
93.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
4 down. Check. Get set. 280. Where's your hut? Raider 9. Where's your hut?
Throwing now is Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Carr to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a loss on the play. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
No gain on the play there. Second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's Bortles. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Bortles to throw once more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle to Smith. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Monday down. Get down! Wide 85!
On play action, it's Carr. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Justin Ellis in on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, they started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Bortles to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trip flat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Throwing now is Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now here's McCluster. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Carr now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Now, 185. Oh, here we go.
Carr. And that is incomplete here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Mike 39, Lucy. 386.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now McCluster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Carr. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. So the false start will back them up 5. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Throwing is Bortles. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Bortles now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Bortles. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. Hey, all good, all good, all good, all good. Hey, let's go, trips left, trips left. 76, 76.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucy.
Now Bortles. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Forced out to his left. Smith catches left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Raider 2. What's up?
Throwing his Carr on third down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's fourth and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
24.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
539, Lucy. Lucy.
On second down, here's Bortles. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Hey, 5-0, 5-0.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Hey, let's go. Trick left, trick left.
On second down, here's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's go. Trick left, trick left.
Bortles now to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Bortles going to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Flexing his muscle at the 30. Still shedding tackles. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Carr, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Spread left, spread left, spread left.
Here's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Carl try it again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Roberts with it over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Jacksonville, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.